Alright. So, I've gone like 14 minutes here. And it's saying that it's not really going to boil this stuff. I'm thinking this is going to be good for coffee. It's probably what this is good for. It's already steaming. And it's, I don't know if you can see that or not. But like, yeah, you can see that. It's, I don't know, man. Better than nothing. I mean, if you were gonna run this thing anyway, it's kind of a twofer, you know? If you're like sitting here trying to stay awake, burning a lantern in the middle of the night, and you wanted to run some coffee, this would be a pretty good way to do it, it looks like. So that's definitely steaming for sure at this point at 15 minutes. And I mean, the flame is high, but it's not super high, you know? And I turned it up about halfway through just because I was getting impatient. But yeah, it seems to me like, 20 minutes, you could turn this into a drinkable, hot to the touch coffee. Not like Sue McDonald's hot, but hot enough, It's better than nothing. It's the survival stuff, you get a lantern, but if you can get a lantern that can do something else, well, that's this. And it's not super flashy, but I mean, I'm glad I got it. I definitely use it, and as you can see, it's a sight bigger than the regular ones you can get out there, but it's also more expensive. So if you're just trying to save money, well, that's one thing, but in this particular case, I think it speaks for itself. This also has a cap, so if you don't want to use the pot, you can stick this thing on the top, and it'll behave like just a regular lantern, So that's pretty cool. I like it. I'll add it to my pile of stuff that I may never actually use unless I'm camping. I mean, camping doesn't count though. You know what I mean? That's just gear testing, but yeah, you get the point. Hopefully I never have to use this or rely on it. I mean, let's use that word. But if I ever did, I mean, at least I have it. One in the hand is worth two in the bush, as they say. So, snuffing the flame, packing it back up in the box here. Got a little haul, another haul of spices and canned goods. Go in the old storage area there. I don't know, man. It's a nice thing to have. You could warm up a can of beef stew or SpaghettiOs, or maybe you might even be able to do rice, although you're not going to boil it according to the directions, so I don't know. But on the canned good tip here, like it would be more than enough, once it was warm enough that you could call it good, you could have at it, and I don't know, man. People that don't have anything, maybe this is a little too frivolous of an expense, but for y'all that do have an adequate supply already, it's a nice addition, kind of like a force multiplier, I guess you could call it. Have this thing on a table, could be your source of light or whatever, and you can keep coffee and beef stew or chicken soup or something, just always have something in there, have it ready to go. And yeah, for a day on, stay on, somebody that had to be awake all night, or probably all night, being that it's a lantern. I'm just thinking out loud here, but yeah, somebody pulling a like duty NCO kind of thing, whatever you would call that in the apocalypse, But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna pack it away with my stuff, and I'm gonna just mark it up as one more thing I got in my arsenal here. Okay, so this is where this thing is gonna live. I got a shelf. It's mainly cooking / propane and canning, but I guess I'm adding lanterns to this. It's the hybrid lantern kind of threw me, and but yeah, I'm slowly organizing this place. This is one of the steps I took in that direction recently, and yeah, I mean, this has a little bit of everything in it. It's got 2 canners. It's got all my hardware for canning. Doesn't have all the jars, but it has a workable amount. And the 1-pound bottles of propane, I definitely need to get more of those. I only got about 8 or 10 of those, and about the same for the smaller ones, you know. But yeah, stretching out things like propane and stuff like that, if you can utilize something like this, you're not using as much of that, you know. And I do believe I did a video on my propane conversion kits and adapters and all that stuff. Plus, you know, got your solid fuel and some Esbit stoves. I don't keep my Esbit stoves over here. Maybe I should, but I usually keep them with my packs and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, this whenever I get something and it's in that department, I'm gonna start like shoveling it this direction, you know. And then I'm just trying to be organized, man. The stuff was getting so out of hand, you know. Check this shit out. As I was walking out, I discovered another folding stove with a little thing of, I don't know, what do you call that stuff? I forget the name for that. But anyway, another solid fuel burner, collapsible stove. I found that on the way out, just sitting on another shelf, and I was like, hey, I thought I just made my mind up about this. I forgot I even had this thing, man. It's been so long, but you know, it doesn't collapse super flat. This was why I didn't like it. So it kind of got thrown in here and I stopped using it, but man, this place is like I don't know, man. I'd show you, but I'm afraid. It's so disorganized, you know.